Hey folks, it's Eric from Belgrade Beat, and I'm back in my apartment in Belgrade. And basically, I just wanted to go over the idea of coronavirus and should you wear a mask, because this is something that became really apparent as soon as I arrived in Amsterdam airport, that not all the people who were actually, most of the people who were working there were not wearing masks. And when I got to London, most of the people in general weren't wearing masks. And then I got to Belgrade, and most people weren't wearing masks. And, well, should I wear a mask is what I'm asking myself. And should you wear a mask is something that you're asking yourself. So there was a comment somewhere on my trip over the weekend getting back to Belgrade, I think when I was in London. And one of the replies that I wrote, kind of as a joke, was knowing Serbian people, 1/3 of them probably believes some conspiracy theory about the virus and that it's no big deal, don't be afraid of it. 1/3 of the people would actually be really afraid of it, like way too afraid of it, and way too paranoid about the virus because they don't trust humanity, they don't trust anything. And 1/3 of Serbian people would be like, yeah, biga, I'm just going to kill the coronavirus with Marlboro. So, having walked around the streets today and yesterday, I can say it pretty much looks like that's the case, or maybe the proportions would be a little bit, different. People, of course, the third category, the Marlboro smoker category, we're all going to fucking die anyway. I'm just going to enjoy my fucking life and, whatever. And then the two types of paranoid types or whatever. So should you be paranoid? This is the question. Well, you should be paranoid to an extent. Only to the point you should only be afraid of something as much as you can, as much as your actions will change it. And I feel that in this case, the evidence might point towards that you can take some very specific actions in this case and provide a lot of protection for yourself and others. So, yeah, I was in Thailand for 2.5 months, and I was on an island of Thailand where after the coronavirus hit, they only had one case. Now, the person who was diagnosed as that one case was spending time with other people, blah, 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 blah. They didn't get it. The person recovered. It's fine now. The island is still quarantining everyone who's coming in. And basically, it's corona-free, the island. Why did I leave? Good question. Well, I wanted to get back to my life in Belgrade, and I run an online business with a lot of American clients, and it was really hard to keep in touch with those American clients while I was, 12 hours ahead of them in time zone. So that's my personal reason why I'm back here. Plus, I love spring in Europe, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. So today's kind of rainy. But anyways, what they were doing in Thailand to stop the spread of coronavirus, basically every grocery store that you went into and a lot of other stores or a pharmacy, anything like that, they did a few things. The first thing was, yes, you had to wear a mask. The second thing was, when you went into the store, right outside the store or inside, right in the door, there was a little bottle of hand sanitizer. You squirt a little on your hand and you put it on your hands while you're already wearing the mask. And then the third thing a lot of stores were doing, not all of them, all of the big ones, so here the equivalent of Maxi or Idea or any of those things, the third thing was they had someone at the door taking your temperature, and if you didn't have a fever, you were let in, and they were insisting that you wear a mask, and they were insisting that you took the hand sanitizer and washed your hands. I think that considering probably in places like the grocery store, post office, etc., this thing is most likely to spread because people are in there touching stuff. This makes perfect sense, these three things. So, yeah, think about it. The virus is a respiratory virus. It can be spread through your saliva, your sneezing, and all that stuff. And it can go in your hands, and then you can touch things, someone else can touch it, and then it can somehow get in their mouth, and that's how the infection occurs. So these three little steps, like just put on a mask, hand sanitize your hands, and people should be checked if they have a fever walking in. If they have a fever, they should go to the doctor, basically. They won't be in that store, they'll be told to go to the doctor. That makes perfect sense. Now, Am I going to follow these things? Yes, I am. Except for the temperature thing, I don't have a thermometer right now. But if I have any symptoms, I am going to the doctor. I saw that one place near me, a clinic, was actually checking the temperatures going in. Very sensible. I think they should have one of those little temperature guns. They should have that like everywhere here in Belgrade. Like all the Maxis, supermarkets, all that stuff, all the post office. They should have the security guard checking people for their temperature. He should be insisting they wear a mask, and he should be giving them hand sanitizer, because this will stop 99% of the infections, I'm pretty sure. If you don't believe me, and this, it just makes lots of common sense if you know what the virus is and how it spreads and all that stuff. But if you don't believe me, look at the numbers of Thailand. They had 30 or 40 cases when I went there on March 1st, right? It was more, they had 0 here at that time. Then, while Serbia was going up, Thailand went up as well for a little while. They had up to 5,000 cases. And then, once they implemented the state of emergency, and it wasn't that bad there. It was just these measures that I was talking about, the closing of restaurants, and it was, and the third thing was you had to be home at 10 at night until 5 in the morning. You had to be at home. There was no going out after that. Much less than people were made to suffer here, actually. But the result is, in Thailand now, since they did these measures in the places people actually were going, i.e. grocery stores, the curve went zoom. Here in Serbia, so Thailand has about 70 million people. Serbia has about 7 million people. Serbia has had 10,000 cases. Thailand has had 5,000 cases. And now Thailand has, hang on, I didn't check it today. Let's find out how many active cases they have now. Thailand has, hang on, here we go. It's on the screen a second ago. 59 active cases. So, oh, wait, no. Thailand only had 3,000 cases total, not 5,000. They were saying it would be good if we could keep it to 5,000. I got that wrong. They had 3,000 cases, and per population, 44 cases. For a million people, they had 44 cases. Serbia has 11,000 cases as of today, and per 1 million people, they had 1,284 cases. So Serbia had 30 times as many cases per 1 million people. Basically, that's what this means. And how did Thailand keep it so low key? Well, there are some theories about, sunshine killing the virus, vitamin D that you get from sunshine. Actually, that in Thailand being a hot place helped keep this down. I'm not saying that's not true, but I'm saying that other countries who were in a similar situation, that, for example, left religious ceremonies open, did not really do as well as Thailand. Like, I'm not going to mention them. We don't need to. But anyways, should you wear a mask walking on the streets of Belgrade? I don't think so. Just keep your distance from other people. Should you wear a mask when you go to the supermarket? Should you do hand sanitizer before you go in? And as you go out, after you go out? Yes, you absolutely should. And should you check your temperature? If you feel at least a little bit unwell, you should check your temperature, and chances are everything's going to be okay. I don't know. Belgradians, Serbia, tell me, what do you think about this in the comments? And yeah, don't take my joke about the 3 types of Serbian people too seriously. It kind of was just a joke, but there's a little bit of truth in that joke. So tell me what you think in the comments, folks. I'm happy to be back in Belgrade, but it hasn't been that nice for walking around today. I am going to wear a mask in the supermarket. And what do you guys think? I'll catch you later. Oh, we're still rolling. Coronavirus is going to get you.